Today I'm standing in front of the Dehler 42. That's the boat you see behind me. It's 42 feet long and it's the perfect mix of leisure cruising and performance cruising. So whoever likes speed will be very happy with this boat. Come and join me to have a look around. I'm standing at the portside helmsman position now. You can see in front of me a carbon steering wheel. That's an option. If you want it to look a bit more fancy, then you can get the carbon option for that. Right in front of me we have the compass. So everything is right next to me. I can see everything that I need for navigating. I have my chart plotter over here. I have the panel to control the autopilot right next to it, and below the panel that gives me all the information about the wind, the draft, everything that I need to know for safe sailing. Right in front of me I have the main sheet that sits on a traveler, so I can easily access that. And in front of me there I have the winch to trim the mainsail, so everything is very easily accessible for me. As you can see, there's a second helmsman position on the starboard side of our boat. It has everything the same as on the port side, so I have easy access to everything that I need. What's different is that on the right side I also have the engine control. It's a 29 horsepower engine that is fueled by a tank that's below on the right here, and the tank can hold 160 liters of diesel fuel, so whenever you don't feel like sailing you can also just use the engine. What's also interesting right behind me is a little shower that we can use when we get off the bathing platform. We will come to that in a minute. So whenever you get out you can just rinse yourself off so you don't get everything salty on board. Behind both helmsman seats I have very convenient lockers below the feet. I can open it up really easily one-handed, and as you can see it's really big. I could easily fit myself. So as you can see, I was right. There's a lot of room down here. It goes on behind me as well, what you can't see now. So there would actually be room enough to put a surfboard or all your barbecue equipment, your fishing equipment, whatever you need, you can store down here and it's out of the way. In order to lower the bathing platform, I simply have to swipe this one open and then let go of this rope that I'm holding now. We're in the marina now, so I won't open the bathing platform, but you can imagine it will just slide down easily and then be right off into the water. Back here on the starboard side of the aft, I have my backstay. I can just pull and release to trim my mast however I want it in order to optimize my sailing performance. I'm still in the aft of our boat. As you can see above me we have some solar panels and also a little wind generator. So if you decide to include this as an option in your boat, just talk to your dealer and they will make it possible. Moving forward into the cockpit area, you can see we have a lot of bench space, and both benches on both sides can be opened to reveal more storage space below. They're opened hydraulically, so they will stay up there and won't fall down even if there's a bit of movement going on. In the middle of the cockpit area we have a table that is nicely stored away whenever we don't need it, but I only need one hand to pull it up, and then it's fixed and it's a nice area out here for everybody to sit on. What I also have in the middle of the table, if you want it, that's one option that we offer. You can retract a light. It's a really bright LED lamp that will make a really nice mood lighting out here in the evening hours. I've moved to the front of our boat now and sitting on the foredeck. Behind me you can see the mast. It's almost 20 meters high and it holds a total sail area of approximately 93 square meters, which of course can be extended in case of a competition situation to 105 square meters. You notice I'm sitting on the floor here. It's a really nice teak top and it's very warm. The sun is shining and I can sit very comfortably here. So it's not too hot but not cold either, so I can easily walk around bare feet while sailing. This of course can be changed, as pretty much everything on board this boat. So whatever you desire, whatever you prefer can be done, and we can change all the wood to different materials, to different colors, just as you like it. Walking alongside the sidewalk here, I noticed that the entire outer deck is very cleared up. There's nothing lying around that doesn't need to be. That's mainly due to all the sheets being fed away and hidden, and then they run to the rear of our boat. What I personally like a lot is that I can easily trim my foresail very finely due to the Genova rail that runs alongside me here. And what I also notice is that there's a lot of room on the sidewalk, so I can easily walk without having the fear of falling over or tripping. And as it is a performance cruiser, there's always a place to hold on to in case of waves. What I noticed when walking along the sidewalk here is something very practical right on the side of our boat. We have the cleats here, and I found that they're retractable, so I can just push them down and they're out of the way. There's no way of tripping over it, and whenever I need it, I just pull them back out and there they are. I'm in the very bow of our boat, and you can see behind me the anchor. That's of course not outside now because we're still in the marina. And next to me, everything is nicely stored away in the bottom. So that's the anchor box just below my feet. Usually you don't even have to exit it that often, because the anchor and the anchor chain are both controlled remotely. So by pushing on a remote control, you can organize everything without even having to touch it. So the first thing that I notice when I come downstairs into the saloon area is the kitchen, the pantry, and I have everything that I need right here. I have a sink that's nicely covered, so whenever I don't need it, I can just store it away and have a really nice working top up here. I have my fridge in the corner here, and I also have access to it down below, so there's a second entrance just to make organizing the fridge a little easier. What I have behind me is the stove. It's a typical sailing boat stove, so it can be adjusted according to the amount of waves that we have. And of course there's always a possibility to hold on to, so if there's waves going on, then there's always a piece of safety somewhere to hold on to. In the back here I have a lot of storage space, so there's a lot of cupboard space down below where I can store all my cutlery and everything that I need for the kitchen. And what I really like is this piece over here. The entire wall is covered in storage space. There's a mechanism there that holds the door up here so it doesn't fall down on my fingers when I'm doing stuff inside. And as you can see, the entire wall is covered with it, so there's a lot of storage space and it's all nicely covered, so whenever there's a bit of movement on the boat, everything is safely stored away. So you can see the whole boat is built for performance and for speed. There's always a place to hold on to. There's also this handrail up here that follows me all around the boat, so I can always hold on. To the side of the pantry area we have a little piece of equipment here. It says gas detector here. It's an option that you can buy for your boat, which is really convenient because we have a gas stove and it's a closed up room, so you can decide to be safe and have this installed as well. Right next to it there's the light panel, so I can operate all lighting inside the saloon with this. For example, we can dim all the lights around, and then we can always decide what kind of mood we're in to have the light exactly like we want it. Below there's a little flap here. When we open it, there's the garbage bin nicely stored away, so we don't have to see it, we don't have to smell it. It's just gone and not in the way. I'm sitting in the saloon now. You notice behind me, that's the extension of all the storage space from the pantry area. So all these can be opened up and we have a lot of storage space right next to us when we're sitting on the couch here. And as you can see, even behind it there's storage space, so I can put my books, for example, back there. They're out of the way and nicely stored. When I'm sitting here, there's room for a lot of people, and the nice table here with the little side that glasses don't fall off when there's waves going on. It's really nice sitting here, and there's a lot of light coming in, as you can see. So of course we have the lights everywhere, but there's also a lot of natural light. Behind me, that's the pantry area, and as you can see there's a little piece of glass here that acts as a backsplash from the sink, so that if I'm doing the dishes I don't splash everybody with water who's sitting here. As you can see in the boat that I'm in now, all the surfaces are of a really nice mahogany wood. We can of course change that, so whatever kind of wood surfaces you would prefer, that can be done as well for your own boat. The same goes for the furniture, so all the upholstery behind me is a blue leather here, but you can also have other leather styles, other colors, everything that you can imagine, so your boat will actually be your personal boat and it will be exactly how you imagine it. Online we have a software that allows you to create your own boat, so you can kind of be a designer yourself and make your boat exactly what you want it to be. And then one of our dealers in your area can get back to you and tell you exactly what you have to do and how much the costs would be, etc. So every single boat is different, and your boat of course will be exactly like you want it. You can also get a nice overview in our brochure that's available online as well, so just check our website out. A really neat solution that the designers have put in is right in the middle of the table here. If you open it, there's a really cool wine storage below. Nobody sees it, but it's right there when you're sitting at the table and need a glass of wine. Up on the table, there's also a little storage just inside, so you can store whatever you need as a little surprise for your guests that you welcome on your boat. When I move a little back, you can see behind me there's a second couch on the other side of the saloon, so we can actually have a really nice, it's like a U shape of a couch. And to enlarge the table, it's really easy as well. I can do it by myself, and now it stays up. So I have a really big table, as you can see. All my friends would fit easily, and we can have a really nice get together here on the boat. And it's also really easy to close back down, so it's nicely sorted out of the way again. This is a navigation area that's inside my saloon, so you can see I have a really nice area for all my sea charts that I can also store below. So of course another storage space there. And there's a little reading light, which is really convenient because then you can have the light only on your sea charts. And as all the other reading lights on board, when I press twice, there's a really soft red light that enables me to see better while it's dark. So even when I come out of bed to check for something, then it's easier for my eyes to adjust right away. Behind me on the wall, there's all the navigation panels that I need, so everything to control, for example, the music on board. I have speakers all around the boat, but also outside on the outer deck, which is really nice. We have the heating and air conditioning control. We can see how full the batteries are, just in case that we can't sail for a while, so we have that in view as well. We have a radio to call for help, should we need to, but hopefully we don't. And behind me there's a control for all the power supply on board, so I can switch on and off everything that I need or don't need. For example, now only the inside light is switched on, but I don't need the freezer while I'm in the port, so I can turn that off there so I don't use up any of my power. If the space is still not enough for you, you can also shift the chart table to where I'm sitting now, and then you have an increased seating area there, so even more space for all your friends to join you. Below the stairs to the saloon, I can show you, I can open, and I have access to the engine room. So whatever I need to do with the engine, I can do it from the saloon. I can change the filters, check everything, do my normal maintenance work. Everything is accessible through here. And there's also access from both sides. That's from the 2 bedrooms that we have on either side. The door next to the stairs is a specialty of Dehler. It's called the Uni-Door system. And as you can see now, it closes off the bathroom that's behind from the saloon area. And when I open it and let it dock in the end, then it closes off the shower and toilet that's behind there from the rest of the bathroom. So it's a 2-way door, so to say, and depending on what you want your boat to look like, what people are on board, you can choose whichever way you want to have it. I'm in the shower. As you can see, there's a really nice rain shower installed as well, so that's very pretty. You can also see that above me there's a lot of room left, so a rather taller person can easily stand as well, so it's a bit more comfortable than in your average boat while having a shower. Next to the shower There's a little storage rack here, so I can put all my toiletries that I need while showering right next to me. And a very convenient shower seat is there as well, and the toilet is stored beneath it, so out of sight as well. The rest of the bathroom is mainly the sink. You can see a lot of mirror behind me, and every single one of the mirrors can be opened to store toiletries and everything behind there. And of course a lot of more storage space below as well, so every single piece of this boat is made out of storage space when it's not needed otherwise. I'm sitting in the owner cabin now. You can see there's a really big bed that I'm sitting on. It's a double bed, very wide, and it's almost 2 meters long, so even for a tall person it's not a problem to sleep here. There's again a lot of storage space around me, so up here on the wall nothing can fall out. There are little cupboards behind the headboard, so to say, and there's also big cupboards, so everything that we need in the bedroom can be arranged to be fitted in nicely. We have 2 little windows. They're closed now, but if I want more natural light I can open the blinds here. And there's also a skylight here that I can open if I want more natural light in my bedroom. You can see here we have one of the cupboards. Instead, it would also be an option to take away this whole part and create an ensuite bathroom as well, so then you would have a master cabin with the bathroom attached right away. I'm sitting in the aft cabin starboard side. You can see there's another double bed here. We have a lot of shelf room on the side, and again a lot of storage space. So right next to the sleeping area there's a storage space, and we have a big cupboard as well. If you don't require 2 cabins, that can be done, that you have one in each side of the boat. You can also opt for only 1 double cabin in the aft area of the boat, and on the other side you have a big storage space for everything else that you need and don't have room anywhere else on the boat. Thanks for joining me on our tour of the Dehler 42 today. I hope you enjoyed it. One of those boats could be yours for less than 200,000 euros. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to contact the nearest dealer. There will be one in your area, and they will be able to give you all the information that you need and make your dream come true of the perfect Dehler 42.